Hi, my name is Marc Russo. I'm a saxophone player, currently with the Doobie Brothers. Catch me with the Tommy Igoe Big Band. Actually, it's called the Groove Conspiracy. And I'm over here at Cannonball in the Villa playing a bunch of their saxophones and having a great time today.
When I was a kid, I heard a solo you did on a Yellow Jackets album. It sounded like overtone effects and things like that. You know what I'm talking about on that?
I'm not really sure, but maybe off of the spin. I mean, I don't exactly remember what I played. It was just something like something like that. And that's basically, I tend to talk in concert pitch, so I was going to say, we're just in E flat, which, as you know, is a C on this beautiful Cannonball alto.
Yeah.
And I'm just leaving the octave key pressed the whole time, and basically playing a 1-7-5-1. So C, B flat, G, C, and then an overtone comes out on the low C. I couldn't tell you how or why. I just know that happens.
That's cool.
And there's a lot of books out there that can explain how to get false fingerings and overtone series and all that stuff. And then you just experiment and have some fun with it, you know, because the same with the B flat will sound an F. And then you just go up a half step and get into some more crazy stuff.
So I just have a question. Your Altissimo, all your Altissimo stuff that you do, all that exciting stuff up high, how'd you learn how to do that? Did you like sit in a room for days and...
No, I sat in a nightclub for days, every night, playing in a disco band back in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know how loud it is when you're playing and it's even still today, you know, playing without monitors and you can't hear anything. And so when you're down low on the horn trying to play something and you can't hear anything, it's like I just got frustrated, so I started playing where I could hear it. And I was like, oh, I can hear this kind of cutting through the din of all the guitars, drums, cymbals, and bass, and all that stuff. But that is true. That's not exactly how, but I actually went with the Ted Nash Studies in High Harmonics, found some fingerings that worked, and then just went from there. If I found it useful to take what he gave, and even in, you know, any book that shows you fingerings is a great launching pad, and then from there you can find your own. You know, like I would hunt and peck, and if I had one that, you know, worked really well, then I would just start lifting and pushing stuff down until I found something that worked if the fingering in the book didn't work for me. That's kind of what I did. And then, you know, as you just get this old, you just do it more and more, and it becomes second nature. So I hate to practice, so it's mostly on-the-job training.
Wow, fantastic. Could you
play a little.
Yeah, do a little of that Altissimo.
Oh, yeah, and you're making me sit down and play too. Yeah, you do want to be me. It's good to be me. I I come to Sandy, Utah, and get to play these Cannonball horns, and so it's good to be me.
Yeah.
See, it's easy. I'm telling you, all you have to do is go to the Ted Nash Studies in High Harmonics. But I bet if I went back and looked at the book, I'd go, oh, that doesn't work for me. You know, but that really is what I did. Been in the Doobie Brothers for going on 18 years now.
Wow.
And we've done this tune called Long Train Running, and it's basically just G minor blues. And so, you know, when you're doing that night after night, you kind of get used to it and go on autopilot. Well, they recently, about 2 years ago, decided to drop it to G flat. And I have never really played in G flat very often. I found that to be quite challenging. And let's see if I can do some of that. In the old key, it was really easy. And now we got to do it in a different key. So and it's, well, I can't wait till they go down a half step more. What goes after G flat? Sometimes I've been asked questions about certain sounds and styles, and like when you're playing your instrument and different things, like sometimes you can growl in the horn and get this really, you know, kind of, I don't know, rock sound. You know, so that's just humming while you're playing the note. And then, like, Junior Walker used to do this really great thing. Obviously, he's not the only sax player that ever did it, but he would, like, you do a tongue trill to make this really cool sound. I mean, I'm assuming that's how we did it. I didn't know how we did it until I figured this out, and then you just kind of go.
Yeah, so that's just a flutter tongue.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you do that, if you know how to do that, you can do that while you're playing. It's obviously you got to get the tongue out of the way of the mouthpiece and probably get those corners nice and tight. I don't even know. Let's see. Yeah, that's what it is.